I know I said yesterday that I'm nowhere near buying in this crypto market, but in 24 hours in crypto, things change really, really fast. So what happened in the last 24 hours? Well, we got a big liquidation candle. Just look at that liquidation candle yesterday. We went down to about 108,609. But more importantly, what happened was we flushed out another $1 billion worth of liquidations. In the last 24 hours, another $1 billion was wiped out. And as a result of that, what we're finally getting is we're getting the fear and greed actually dropping down to fear. So it may be time to deploy, and we should start thinking about exactly when we're going to deploy and what we're going to be deploying into, because that's pretty much the next stage. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I've got a Friday banter, two very big guests here today. I've got one from Pantera, and then I've got Yatsu coming in here today. So big Friday banter. Let's get the show on the road, guys. My. How things change quickly in crypto. Yesterday we were at 44. 24 hours later we're at 28. And remember, I only deploy money when we get to extreme fear. We're 3 notches away from, or 8 notches away from extreme fear. And that's usually probably the time to start deploying. Why do I say that's usually the time to start deploying? Is because what we know is that in a bull market, when you hit extreme fear, there's not much time to actually be deploying your capital, because the market only remains in extreme fear for very short periods of time. I actually made a table, as you can see, and the table shows you the number of days that the market remains in extreme fear, specifically in bull markets. It's taken from a chart that looks like this, and we basically went out and measured how long do markets stay in extreme fear in a bull market. And what we realize is that from the time that it gets to extreme fear in a bull market, you have somewhere between 7 and 15 days to actually deploying your capital, barring one. And that one was the 2021 long mid-cycle correction, which was kind of that anomaly over here. This was after, I think, Luna collapsed somewhere over here. Oh, no, sorry, this was the China FUD somewhere over here. So we need to start moving our worlds and our minds to the next part of the process, because we know that the bull market isn't over. None of the indicators have hit. We're not there. And I actually made a video which I dropped on the other channel. There's a link below. Go and check it out on Crypto Insider. I dropped a video about how to really get rich from this correction. If it's the last thing that you do, watch that video. There will be a card in this show, and there will be a link below to actually go and check it out. In the interim, we need to start thinking ahead, because when we do bottom, and we do have 7 to 15 days to be deploying our capital, we need to start thinking about exactly what it is we're going to be buying. And so that's what I want to do today. And I've got 2 very big guests joining us today that are doing exactly that. They're going to show us exactly where to spend our money when this dip actually happens. But before we get the guests, guys, our Friday banters are brought to you by NordVPN. And I've said it a million times before, you need to have a VPN in crypto. If you're in crypto without a VPN, you're basically taking such a risk. I'd say, look, it's forgivable if you lose some money on leverage trades or if your portfolio does swings. But the one thing that's absolutely not forgivable is to lose money to a hack or to giving it to the government because they caught you doing something that you shouldn't have been doing. That's why I use NordVPN. NordVPN masks your IP address. So just have a look here. I'll show you exactly how it works, right? So there's a link at the bottom of my show here, which allows you to buy the VPN on the exclusive offer. If you sign up, you pay less than $3 a month. And you see now my IP address here is being exposed. If I take a VPN, if I open my VPN, and I'm not going to connect the VPN because I'm going to disconnect myself from the internet and you guys won't be able to see me. I can pretend I'm anywhere in the world. So if I want to pretend that I'm in, let's say, Cyprus, I just clicked it. Guess what? Now I'm in Cyprus. And now, well, you see, there we go. So you see, now I'm in Cyprus. And if I want to disconnect, I'm no longer in Cyprus. And that's how easy it is to actually use a VPN. Now, NordVPN actually has like a VPN over a VPN. So you got like a double VPN. That's this feature over here. Guys, $3 a month. You support the channel. You keep your crypto safe. And you allow us to keep bringing you these big Friday banters. All right. So that's it. I think we need to get into the meat and potatoes of the show. So without any further ado, let me bring in our guests, big guests. I'm very excited to have them back here. They're no strangers to the channel, but they're good friends of mine and they're people that really bring a lot of alpha. So let's get the guys on here